Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. I am delighted today to have a returning guest, Caridad with Paws for You. She's the founder and CEO, and we're going to be talking about a great event that you have coming up this coming weekend. Among other things, there are so many things happening this weekend. Before we start, I want to thank South Florida PBS, sponsor of our show. If you are not a member of South Florida PBS, you need to be. You get a magazine like this once a month, tells you everything that's happening. They're on WXCL and WPBS, and they have an allhealthtv.com great resource for medical information. So I encourage you, if you're not a member, to join and support this amazing resource in our community. So Carol, aside from your event, I just have to plug Coral Gables Women's Club has a Halloween party the night before, and then the night of, that's a night of your event, right, which is on Saturday, the 29th. Mm-hmm. And then the very next day is a chili cook-off for the Rotary Club of Coral Gables. So that's a huge event too, and they're going to have lots of stuff, just like your event, lots of great stuff for kids. So this is a great weekend for family fun, isn't it?
It's great, and I hope our weather stays the same because it'll just draw more people out.
I know. So you were telling me that this Cindy Mendizábal Gonzalez is like amazing.
She's incredible.
And I know she provided us with a commercial, but then you've got Lauren Marsicano that's going to be your MC.
She's our MC this year.
And I know you have a doggy contest that I was fortunate enough to judge last year, but I can't. I mean, there's just too much going on this year. Right. But you've got Norma Jean, my buddy Norma Jean Abraham.
We've got Norma Jean.
God bless her.
We have from Panter in San Pedro.
Oh,
he's
great.
also a board member, so he'll be judging among a few others.
Yeah. So, and if you to go out for you, you have to go to the contest, because that was more fun than a barrel of monkeys. I had such a good time doing that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, really. So, so tell us, what do you have on this? What's on the agenda for the event?
So this year we introduced a bingo card so that families can play bingo and go to each vendor to check out what's going on, and then there's a prize at the end where they can turn it into the Paws for You booth. The Paws for You booth actually has a paw reader, so you can have your dog's fortune read this year.
No way.
Yeah, so that's something new. So we're super excited about that. We have pools out for the dogs. We have, of course, have the doggy fun zone, which is like an agility course, which draws people out. I mean, it's just mesmerizing to watch these dogs run.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we have the pumpkin patch photos. We have the salty donut is going to be a vendor. Tito's will be there with a specialty drink.
Right.
The Tank Brewery is also going to be there. Something else new this year.
What?
When you enter, each family is given 3 clothespins. And the clothespins are to go on the dog leash that you feel the dog has the best costume. So then
my goodness, so we have a People's Choice Award.
Yes, we do. And that'll be announced during the costume contest as well. The costume contest does start at 3 o'clock and registration closes at 2. So that's important to know as well.
Oh, yeah. So if you're out there with a doggy in a costume, come on out. But last year, when I did it, there were families that came completely dressed in that theme. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the groups are hilarious.
They are, and they get really creative.
Pretty amazing. So if you do nothing else, come to Banyan Bowl and check out the contest.
Yes.
Because it's really so much fun. And actually, we have a commercial that Cindy made for us that kind of shows a little bit of everything. Yeah. If you could run that commercial right now. Andres is our producer today, so thank you, Andres, for helping us out today. And there we go. This is the agenda. my gosh, that's so fun. Yeah. So it reminded me of how much fun it was to go to that last year. So tell me, the reason we're doing this is to support Paws for You. So let's talk about Paws for You, because
Okay.
you founded it years
Yes.
ago. And give us a little bit of history.
So I founded the organization back in 2007, and our main mission at that time was to save dogs that were being euthanized at Miami-Dade Animal Services, and they were euthanizing hundreds a day at that time.
Wow.
Yeah. So we started out renting veterinary clinic space. Well, we started out with foster homes, but then the foster homes quickly got full. And then we started renting veterinarian runs and cages at their clinics. And then that got super expensive. And then I turned a used car lot down in Gould's into our holding center.
Oh.
And it was decked out. It was like the secret garden in the back. It was wonderful. But I didn't realize I needed a kennel license and a certificate of use.
Oh, really?
So that was like, but I'm saving all these dogs from ending up in a landfill. Like, just cut us some slack, you know?
Right, exactly.
So evidently I needed a certificate of use and a kennel license. So we looked around, and Dade County is very difficult because there's an exception to an exception to an exception on where you can house animals.
For zoning? Yeah.
For zoning. And then there was a wonderful family that was supporting Paws for You, and they saw us growing. And at the same time, there was a veterinarian that was looking at selling his existing kennel that was built back in 1965. And we were fortunate enough to have this family support us and bought us the kennel.
Wow.
And it was paid off in 2 years. And it came with the certificate of use.
I know, I was
and
going to
kennel
say, you didn't
license.
have to worry about
No,
it.
so it was all grandfathered in. And we've been there since 2013 now.
What a great story.
So, yeah.
And so, but you were telling me that just to operate $50,000 a month,
Yep.
that's like a lot.
Well, when you're caring for close to 100 animals,
Yeah,
and you get unexpected, health issues,
right.
the medical is very expensive. We purchase the food. Our staff is very humble. They are very, very humbly paid. They're there for the animals, not for the paycheck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's a blessing. And it's just a lot of moving parts. You've got electricity, you've got water, you've got, just everything involved.
And I know during COVID, that was really tough because you had to bring the dogs out to meet with potential,
Right.
adoptive parents or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
So, and we still really aren't open to the public right now. We've done one open house 2 months ago, and it's a great way to really get the dogs seen and have people come through and really be a part of us. But right now it is by appointment only. So the best way, if you do want to adopt or you want to come for a tour, is to submit an application through our website, www.pawsforyou.org. And whether the animal you see one that you want to adopt or not, I always just say, just submit it so you're on the record.
Right.
And then an adoption committee member will invite you in to come look at the dogs, or we'll bring the dogs out for you to meet.
So you've got an appointment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still what we're
And
doing.
at the Halloween, you're going
We'll
to
have dogs there.
You'll have dogs there
Yeah,
too.
so if you
So-
are interested in adopting,
You don't have to bring a dog. You can actually
yeah, you can
take one home.
You can take one home. Fill out an application though ahead of time, so that
Okay.
way we have you in the system.
That's
But yeah, the dogs will be there. It's always a great draw to have them there. And
for sure.
we always do a little alumni parade also at the beginning of the costume contest, because we love seeing our dogs come back to visit at Halloween event. It's just so special
yeah.
to see how they've grown and to keep in touch with the owners. And
Yeah.
this is going to be our 12th year. So
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. And
So-
Cindy's a trooper. Each year I'm like, are you coming back? And she's like, I'm
Actually,
ready.
she introduced me to it
Yes.
initially,
Yes.
like a long time ago.
Mhm.
I don't know. And we're just so happy to be able to help you promote it.
Thank you.
Because it's such a worthwhile cause. But aside from this, you do other fundraisers during the year.
Yes,
um,
we do.
So let's talk about that.
So February 11th, 2023 will be our gala. We do an event each year, which is great. And we have just an amazing gala
Yeah.
committee and chairs that have really helped us the last several years really impact the amount of money that we raise.
Right.
Halloween is more of a community fun event, but
Yeah.
the gala is very important to us. And this next year it'll be at the JW Marriott.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be a cool
Do you already have a chair for it? And yeah.
We have Ann Rubino and Kathy Cowan. They'll both be our chairs again, and our honoree this year is Norma Jean Abraham.
Oh, perfect. Love Norma Jean.
So
who doesn't love Norma Jean?
Yeah, no, she brings a lot of fun to the table.
always.
So caring and a very giving person.
Yeah, and I told you I saw her at Safe Haven for Newborns.
Yes.
Had their gala
Yes.
on Saturday, and she was there, and her brother was one of the speakers and honorees. So that was so nice to have to be able to see her with her purple hair.
Yeah. Oh,
I told her purple hair is going to be perfect. Coming up November, there's a lot of purple is the color for Alzheimer's. Purple is the color for the 100th anniversary of anything.
Okay.
So Coral Gables Women's Club is having their 100th anniversary 2023.
Amazing.
So I said, Norma Jean, you are.
She'll fit right in.
That purple hair is perfect, yeah. So,
and her nails will match.
oh yeah, for sure, yeah. So tell me.
Our chairs for the gala, though,
Yeah, tell me.
they're amazing. Ann and Kathy really, and each one of them, Annie, our treasurer, they all bring a lot to the table. And our event last year, it was incredible. Yeah. And we sold it out.
I went to one of them. Was it last year? It's a blur.
Last year was ABBA Revisited.
Oh, yes. That was amazing. Yeah, that was really great. And Norma Jean says, Gloria, make sure people know it's not the real ABBA. And I go, who cares? It's ABBA. But they had gotten permission from ABBA to be ABBA Revisited. So
yes.
I said, hey, it's not like they're not, credentialed.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So February 11th.
Right before Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes, perfect.
So it'll be a perfect date night.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have to have Norma Jean on and you to talk about it later.
Okay, that'll be great.
In November. We'll mark it now.
Okay,
right?
perfect.
So,
I like that.
So we have some more photos from last year's Paws for You. You want to put those up and we can give people a feeling.
That's Spike.
That's a cute costume. I have a girlfriend that has a sailor costume for her dog.
That's actually Cindy's daughter with my dog.
Oh my gosh, look
Samantha
at that.
with Fiona.
Yeah. Oh, so cute. Okay.
And there's Cindy.
Oh, and
in
there's
the middle,
Cindy. Cindy's the second one over.
behind the dog.
Behind the dog, exactly. Yeah. So,
Contest.
she and my oldest were in youth group together. So I've known her since
A
she's,
long time, yeah.
well, they were in Brownies together.
Oh wow, I
That
remember
goes
brownies
back.
back in the day.
That goes back to 5, 6 years old, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Sorry.
There was a cute one last year too. I remember it was. They showed the picture earlier. The little dog that was in the yellow, that was the cheese, and then the owner was the wine. So it was wine and cheese.
Oh,
It was
no.
super cute. I think it was like a bottle of Merlot or something.
There was one that was, it was a takeoff on Annie. Was
Uh-huh.
it? Do you remember that?
I do.
Or Cruella de Vil was another one that with Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one like that too?
There was.
They were like,
There
yeah, these
was.
people came up with some interesting themes.
And then there was that big bulldog that had like all the chains. That was like jail, like an inmate, and his owner looked like an inmate, big guy.
Oh
That
yeah,
was cute.
yeah.
That was-
So it's cute.
They got
So
creative.
we have some other stuff too, right? Andres. What, honey? Oh, I thought we had one more thing.
No, it was this that she had.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, tell me, what? Okay, the people that want to volunteer,
Mm-hmm.
you're taking volunteers now, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and how do they apply to volunteer? And then, if somebody wants to have, like they own a store and they want to invite you to come and do a day with animals to adopt. How do they go about that? They contact you? Did they contact?
So they can go to our website, info@pawsforyou.org. They can send an email, info@pawsforyou.org, and they can
Right.
tell us what it is, and then we'll get it on the calendar. And then Carolyn is our volunteer manager, if you will, committee, and she will we have a great group of volunteers that I call it like off premise, that they
Right.
like to travel to different areas. We
Right.
just, Subaru is also Lehman Subaru is actually one of our sponsors this year for Halloween. And we were just at the car show in their booth. And it was great. We got to take dogs there and
yeah.
and promote Halloween, among other things. For volunteering, if you go to our website, pawsforyou.org, there's a link that you can fill out the information to volunteer. And then Carolyn's doing Zoom meetings a couple times during the month so that people can hop on rather than physically coming out to Paws for You.
Oh,
They
that
can
makes
hop on
sense.
if they're at work and they're on a lunch break or something like that. And she does a whole overview of all the different opportunities.
Okay.
And a couple areas that we really have found value in with our volunteers is transportation, because they need to go to and from veterinarians, and we've been super short staffed like the rest of the nation, I think, right
Okay,
now, or
yeah.
maybe world. So that keeps the staff home with the animals, and then a transporter will take them to and from vet appointments, such as a spay or neuter, or maybe they need to go to the ophthalmologist or the cardiologist.
So
things
if
like
you were
that.
going to transport an animal, would you need any kind of special certification or whatever to transport the animal?
No, we'll
Or
just show you how
liability
to.
issues or that
Yeah.
kind of stuff?
We help get them in and out of the car, or
Do you
we'll
put them in
in
a
a crate.
crate?
Yeah, if it's a dog that we feel is going to be a wiggle worm or bouncing all over or is very fearful, we'll put them in a crate. That way they're contained. Some
Right.
people just put them in the back seat and they
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
They'll maybe tie them to the side.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Our buddy walking program is phenomenal because we want to get our dogs walked. We want to get them socialized. We want to do pack walks. So they need to get out. We do have artificial turf yards. The dogs are rotated several times a day, every day, especially this time of year. It's beautiful out.
Right.
But it's nothing like getting them one-on-one off the property for a walk around the neighborhood.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We have a great group that comes in and does bowls and laundry because there's lots of bowls to wash and lots of
I bet
ongoing
there are.
laundry. And then we also
Do you have a dishwasher?
we don't have a dishwasher.
Oh, there's
We-
a wish
we-
list item.
I know, and we have a gentleman that volunteers for us, and he's after us to get the dishwasher. I just don't know how we're going to get 80 bowls in there, and then it has to wash through the whole time. We need like a commercial size, and then we need to figure out where we're putting it.
Well, that was
And then
going to
we'll
say
need the
that's the
plumbing.
other thing. And then you need the
So-
plumbing. So then that's another additional cost.
Yeah.
So we need some wonderful provider of equipment like that to donate it with the installation
There we go.
and plumbing.
Or be fair.
We could probably find a plumber that would help you out.
Yeah, Bay
but
Plumbing's been great with us.
I was going to say Robert
Yeah,
Beans.
Robert's- he's great with
great.
us.
Yeah.
He still
So
has some misting fans to hang if he's hearing this.
He has some-
Misting fans. I bought some misting fans
Oh,
to
did
keep
you?
the temperature down so
Uh-huh.
it blows out the misting in our quarantine area. So
Oh my gosh.
but we call them quite often because
I bet.
our drains, when you hose the runs, which they get hosed every day, toys end up down there sometimes.
Oh.
So we have blockages.
Now, the funny thing is, yeah, he's my plumber too, but we're also in a business club together. So I see him all the time, and he's a character.
He's great.
But big heart.
Big heart.
So, yeah. So you could probably, if you get the dishwasher, you could probably talk him into helping out.
Yes.
Okay, if you see this, Robert, seems like I'm volunteering you, and I am.
I'm not putting you on the spot, Rob.
Yeah, right, Gloria is.
So, yeah, I mean, volunteering is kennel cleaning. We
Yeah.
have volunteers that come around 8 and they'll spend 2 or 3 hours and they'll just help clean events.
Yeah.
You know,
So you
just-
don't need any special skills.
No, we will find you
We'll
a
find
spot.
the area where you're comfortable.
There's plenty of opportunity. And the more time you spend there, the more you're going to find, oh, well, I can do this and I can do this. And it'll become a full-time job.
Yeah, no, I get that. I can tell. So what I was going to ask you. Okay, so there are a lot of different groups that are doing things all over town.
Mm-hmm.
There's opportunities for rescue dogs, somebody to bring out some rescue dogs and maybe get them, adopted. So I would. The Florida Federation of Women's Club has District 11. We have 12 clubs in South Florida. They all do events that, might lend themselves to having your dogs come out. So I want to put you in touch with them so that, they understand that's something that they might want to add to their event. Like the Coral Gables Women's Club in February, as a matter of fact, February 4th, is having a children's festival. It's free to the public, and they have firefighters, police come out. There's a lot of different. I don't know. In the past, Aquarium, Fairchild, different people come out and they teach the kids different things. But it might be nice to have, the dogs come out too for adoption. So.
That would be great.
I'm going to share a lot of stuff with her.
No,
I don't know why
great.
we didn't even talk about this before, right? Because this isn't your first rodeo.
It would be great. And the other thing also is, we offer community service hours as well. So if we're at a family event and the children need, high schoolers especially need the community service hours, we can find them projects to do as well, or they're welcome to come to Pet Supermarket or PetSmart with us also when we show our dogs there once and twice a month.
Oh, you do? So the Pet Supermarket, which one?
The one in Pinecrest?
Okay, yeah. And do you go any other locations or?
Not right now, just because it's still kind of like limited. How much can
Volunteers.
you? Yeah, and how many weekends can you have these volunteers commit to? Because it seems to be the
It's a
same
lot.
group. And then we do PetSmart also twice a month on 136th Street in US 1.
Oh, that's good.
And we're just there Saturday.
Oh, you were? Okay, so there's no rest for the weary.
They go. I mean, it's such a great group.
But it's hard to believe that it's like a week from yesterday that this event is happening.
I know.
Yeah.
I
How
know.
many volunteers do you have?
There's about 40 or 45.
There has to be.
Yeah.
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 So,
No, there
but
are. I
kudos.
mean, there's probably about 10 core people that are on the committee that have really been.
And do you charge to get into the event?
Yes.
And what's the charge?
Right now, if you buy the tickets online, unless it changed, it's $10. You can go to the website and you can see all of our sponsors, all of our vendors, everything that's happening at our website. And at the door, I believe we raised it to 12.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To give you an idea how many people are going to be there. Well, especially, I think the vendors probably need that too, especially if they're giving out stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a lot of giveaways, as I remember.
There are.
And you have entertainment too.
We
didn't
do
I?
have entertainment.
Yeah, I thought I
we have
remembered
Joe
that.
Mallory, her dance studio's going. Oh shoot, I just lost track of the name of the band that's going to be there. But Carolyn's daughter's in a band. There'll be a band. There'll be things going on in the Banyan Bowl.
Yeah.
Prior to
the
costume
contest.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
and you got to
it sounds-
stop by the Paws booth. You have to have the paw read. I can't wait to see how that turns out. That's going to be
I know
cute.
that's going to be really cute. Yeah. So and you have photographers coming up.
Oh,
share,
yes.
To share your
Yes.
stuff with us, right?
Yes, we have
Yeah.
photographers. A matter of fact, the winner of the bingo card, Pilar Andrar, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, photography, they're giving a $600 gift certificate for a family photo shoot. So that's pretty.
With their pet. How cute. Oh my gosh, that's really nice.
And then we have the raffle tickets. We're selling raffle tickets, $20 per raffle ticket, and it's for a 2-night stay at the Hyatt Centric Hotel on Brickell, and it includes
nice.
breakfast and parking. It's a value of $1,000.
That's nice.
So we had
Yeah.
some really nice things donated. The dog from Impanina donated a gorgeous bed, and he's also sponsoring the Doggy Fun Zone. One of our veterinarian partners, Animal Emergency Center of South Florida, right here in Pinecrest, they're
Right.
sponsoring our first aid booth. Hopefully we don't need it, but you can stop by there and talk to the
But
doctors.
it's always good
and-
to have it.
Yes, and they're donating an annual package as well. Paws is another sponsor.
Oh, they're great.
She's
Yeah.
great. Flavia's great.
Yeah.
Raising Cane's, that's a newer restaurant. It's chicken fingers and fries, and they have like a big food truck. They're not bringing the food truck this time, but they're actually a sponsor too. They just opened up a new spot on Miami Beach,
Oh, really?
and actually the name Cane was actually their dog, so
No.
that's how they named the company.
Raising
It's
Cane.
a cute
Ah,
background.
that's so cute.
Mhm.
Well, what kind of fare do they have? I mean, hamburgers, hot dogs,
It's
what
when they brought the food truck out to treat Paws for You volunteers
Right.
and,
And
staff one day,
and
and
their
it was
menu?
chicken fingers. It was basically
just chicken fingers.
That's
Mhm.
like their main focus.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
So-
But French fries too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta have
Come
the
on,
fries.
you can't have. Yeah.
Gotta have the fries.
Yeah.
So we have great prizes. Shorty's donated a gift certificate. Deli Lane, Duffy's, Somi Pet Resort.
And these are all for the
Fairchild.
raffle.
These are all for the costume contest.
Oh, the costume,
The
I'm sorry.
raffle is the Hyatt.
That's just the one prize. Do you need more prizes?
Oh, if somebody wants to donate them, but I mean, we're getting
Okay,
close to the
well,
wire, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
you know,
also
it's-
for the gala, we'll need auction items.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah.
actually a Motown theme too. I didn't put that in
Oh,
there.
that's so fun.
yeah.
I
The name
love
is
that theme.
yeah. It's really neat. It's a great.
That's
trailer.
right up there with ABBA.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
can't go
fun.
wrong with
No.
Motown.
So, and Dante Facel donated tennis court rentals.
Oh,
So, yeah, some a salon, beauty by color, a lot of fun things.
Yeah,
You know?
right. So
Package it all together.
let's hope you get a lot of pet owners to come out and try the costume contest for the first time but you had a lot of participants.
We did. Pre-COVID, we had close to 2,000 people attend, and we counted 600 dog waivers.
No way.
Yeah, and some of the waivers had 2 dogs on there.
Oh my gosh.
And the
So-
pig. We had a pig. And we had...
Can the pig enter the contest?
Yeah, the pig entered.
Oh wait, and not a cat.
I don't know. It's a lot of dogs. It might be too stressful for the cat.
Might be.
But
My
you never know.
my son-in-law has a cat. I think that gets walked, follows him around, thinks it's a dog.
Well,
I'll tell him. he
yeah,
can
why not?
Take
You
his
never
chances.
know.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think a cat should be off limits for a dog event. But I love the pig. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people with pigs. I
There's
used
a
to have
lot
a
of
neighbor
people
that
with
had
pigs.
pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
them inside their house, too.
Well, they're just like dogs, and apparently they're pretty clean.
Yeah.
I
you can
don't know,
housebreak
but
them?
it
I don't
seems
know.
like it's a pretty bulky thing to have. It's not like, I guess you can lift them if they're small enough, if they're a pygmy pig, but if they're a big pig,
Yeah.
they're harder. Yeah.
Nobody's tried to surrender one of those to Paws for you yet. We've had some other things
know.
come up, but
But not one of those, huh?
no.
But would you take a pig?
I probably would refer elsewhere because I wouldn't know how to care for it properly. I don't
Yeah,
want to stress
right.
it out.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just stress me out trying to figure
Well,
out.
I think people that buy a pig are committed
Mhm.
to keep.
If you're a pig person, you're a pig person.
You're a pig person. Yeah, you're not going to give up your pig. So, how are we doing on time? I can't. Oh, we
Oh.
have 0. Oh, as
Oh.
usual. Oh, I always forget. You and I always go over. Well, thank you so much for coming today. It's been a delight as always, and I look forward to. I hope to be able to drop by.
I hope you can.
For just for an hour or so in the early afternoon, and hope to have you back next year. Oh, wait, that's before the gala.
Well, before the gala.
Yeah. So February 11th.
Yeah.
Keep that date on your calendar, everyone. Again, South Florida PBS. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. You guys are awesome, and there's so many good things coming up on South Florida PBS, and you don't want to miss. So,
Thank
until
you for
next
having
time.
me.
Oh, you're welcome, Carol, and thank you for coming.